There we go. I've forgotten to turn my camera on when that clip ended. Hang on. There we go. That'll do. How are we, everybody? Welcome to the preview for Hull City versus Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough versus Hull City, more like at the Riverside Stadium. Tomorrow, I shall be down there. You shall get a Matchday vlog. Probably later tomorrow night. To be fair, though, Middlesbrough's only 2 hours. You think I'll probably be home? Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll get it edited tomorrow night, but I can't promise anything. I've been waiting for this game since June last year when the fixtures got announced. Of course, Lucas is Richie Smallwood's nephew, and Smallwood used to play for Borough. All Smallwood's family are from up that way. So, shall be interesting, very interesting. All right, so we'll wait for a couple more people to come in the stream, and then we shall just get cracking as we usually do. Dead easy to get there, Lucas says. Well, it's right on the banks of the river, isn't it? If we go to... we go to Google Earth quickly. I know, this is where we've descended to on the on the old Grandpa Joe YouTube channel. By the way, anyway, this is me looking in Morocco. Why? I don't know. But let's recenter. Let's recenter. And let's head up towards Middlesbrough. So that's the River Tyne. Is this the River Tees? Yes, it is. Look at my geography. Woo-hoo! So yeah, right on the banks of the River Tees. All I'm saying is that my geography was impeccable picking that out. I'm very, very pleased with that. But yeah, it's just where all the old industry used to be on Teesside, and there's Redcar a little bit further along, which is big on heavy industry as well. And yeah, by the looks of things, it's just straight up the A1. And we're in Middlesbrough. So right then, did I ask about Hull FC's relationship with Hull City yesterday? No, I did not. I think those questions last night, actually being in the room, I think those questions were complete and utter bollocks, to be honest with you. Why go to an evening with Nick Barmby, Hull City... Is a water bottle's just fallen. Hull City football legend and the owner of Hull City Football Club and talk about the egg chasing? Give it a break and ask relevant questions. The initial question which moved the conversation onto Hull FC was a decent question. But then somebody said something along the lines of, is there a way to have a joint season ticket? Firstly, the person who asked that was a slightly more senior woman. You'd think she'd have some sort of idea about accounting and how the world works. That two organisations are unlikely, especially when they're owned by different people from two very, very different parts of the world, to come together and... to come together in business and take a share of that. When it's in football and rugby, two different sports, it's a very stupid question. And Adrian just saying, oh yeah, Tam, work on it. But I think that's just a way of him saying, right, can I have a nice, what do you call it? Can I swiftly move this question on? And because of that, I almost didn't get my question in. Very disgraceful. I'm just going to say, I think if I had a second question, I know what it would have been. Mesut Ozil. I think that Mesut Ozil stuff, I think it's hilarious, but I also think it's absolutely just mental. And you've got fans saying that we don't want Mesut Ozil. He's too old. Lads, we watched Marcus Maddison in a Hull City shirt over the last few years. We've had... Here's a thought. What terrible players have we had at Hull City over the past few seasons? I'm going to... I'll just quickly go through this bit of chat. Evening, Ashley. Hope you're doing well. Luke was at the event with me, by the way, and yeah, we both think the same thing about those Hull FC questions. And as Ashley's saying, joint season ticket, Tories make more sense than that. Very, very good point. It's a shame that it's Easter break, because if we win, I can't brag like last time. Right, so right. Players this season, I won't single anyone out because that's quite mean. We'll go back a few years. Last year, well, you could say arguably Jordan Flores, but he didn't really play, and he's now at Bohemians. Before people say McGuinness, shush. He wasn't great in the Championship, but he's one of the key reasons we went up from League One, and we've seen worse players than him. But season before that, Tafazoli wasn't a bad player, to be fair. Batty got a lot of stick, but I always thought Batty was all right. Torral was class, but was very injured. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Marcus Maddison. Woohoo! Terrible player number one. Penno had his missed kick against Borough, didn't he? Against Middlesbrough. I think that's the memorable match for today. I can't remember what I picked. There's Elder, who's pretty good. People would say James Scott. It just hasn't worked out for him here. I think there's a player in there, definitely. Ashley has said that his dad said Nua Dicko was bad. Oh, Ashley, you have just found the best one of the lot. David Milinkovic. How have you picked that one out? Can't believe I forgot about him. David Milinkovic. Wow. I can't believe I forgot him. Christ. How would I forget bloody Milinkovic? And why is Nigel on Wikipedia, by the way? What is this? Nigel Atkins. And further down the page, does it say, like, coaching staff? No, further up the page, it says Nigel Adkins. What's that about? Chrissy Martin, again, not bad, just didn't work. Same for Kingsley, to be fair. But Milinkovic and Marcus Maddison are the ones that stand out. So people saying we wouldn't want Mesut Ozil, what planet are you on? We have watched David Milinkovic not be bothered and Marcus Maddison stink up the place over the last few years, and you wouldn't want Mesut Ozil. Okay. Okay, whatever that. Well, whatever you say. Whatever you say. I've got something in my eye. Can't get it out. I've got something in my... It's in my eye, to quote KSI. Okay, I think we've done it. If we had a half good striker this season, we'd be mid-table. Samuelson, Letton. I don't think Samuelson would have been much use at this division. Is it bedtime? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I'm absolutely knackered though. James Scott should have played up front. Yes, James Scott should have played up front. But yeah, he's not a natural winger, and McCann tried to make him into one. I think Scott was the solution to the striker problem that we had at some points during last season. But Grant just didn't see it, sort of thing. And tried to play him cutting in off the right hand side onto his left foot. That's slander. No, absolute Tom Eaves slander. Speaking of Tom Eaves, team news: he's suspended after his red card last time at West Huddersfield. Randall Williams' knee and Josh Emmanuel illness are Hull City's only absentees. Now, let me have a look. Here we go. Hull City HCFC updates put something on about Josh Emmanuel, which I was just looking for. From Adjun's, what do you call it? Video from a video someone put out of Adjun at the training ground yesterday. You can see his minibus parked in the back there. This was clipped up of Josh Emmanuel just doing some training on his own. Now, obviously, he hasn't been in training since November. We can see him doing some light training. That's positive. That's always positive. And a very blurry video put on Twitter of everyone at a team meal, which could be Emmanuel, but as someone said here, it could be Festus Arter. Oh, he was sat somewhere else in the same vid, so it can't be. Ooh, he was sat. So it is Josh Emmanuel then. It is Josh Emmanuel. So yeah, he's doing the work on his own. As I say, when I've seen him, he's been fine. So yeah. Wonder if Shotter would play Scott up front if he had to prioritise Scott. Who is up front? Anyway, right, let's crack on through to Ref Watch then. I can't lie, I'm absolutely knackered tonight, you lot. I am so glad it's Easter, but I'm getting ready for the most stressful Easter of my life of just revise. Every single day. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be great fun. But it is what it is. The referee's Andy Woolmer. Two liners are Mike Dwyer and Nick Greenhalgh. The fourth official is Anne Backhouse. We'll move on to stats quickly before I have a look at chat, where we had these are taken from Huddersfield, where we had less possession, seems about right. Had way less shots, seems about right. Yeah. To be fair, we didn't play badly though. We defended really well. Yeah, it was a splendid time last night. It was class, right? It was class. I'd like to have Emmanuel's wing back with Fleming and have KLP up top. Yes, absolutely yes. But by the looks of things, well, we don't know when Josh could be back. But he's training. We've seen that. That's the main. On to head-to-head battles then. Of course, when it's live, we just look through their team. I believe in goal for Middlesbrough, it's Joe Lumley all the time. And I believe it's Luke Daniels, their backup. Usually, or at least in the last game against Fulham, Middlesbrough played a 3-5-2. 2. And in the game before that, they did the exact same under Chris Wilder. It is his preferred system. What they went with against Fulham was a back 3 of Dijksteel, the number 2 there, Dale Fry and Paddy McNair. And then moving a bit further forward, you had Neil Taylor and Lee Peltier as the 2 wing-backs. Jed Spence, I can't believe Middlesbrough have loaned him out. He's been quality this season. One of Keane Lewis Potter's England under-21 teammates. Now, in the midfield 3, it was Marcus Tavernier, Johnny Howson, the skipper, and Matt Crooks. They've got Ozzy Riley McGree in there. Leia Silky, I reckon, is he from Barnsley? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he is. And then up top, they had Duncan Watmore and Andres Spora. And Uche Piazzu was apparently somebody we were looking at earlier this season. Aaron Connolly from Brighton and Florian Balogun from Arsenal. They were both on the bench last time out. And yeah, Luke Daniels is their typical backup goalkeeper. On to, we've got a lot of stuff going on in chat. Betty Sweet Foot Dreams. Yeah, tired, but we're ploughing on regardless. Good idea from the small. Oh, Ashley. Oh. Longman KLP up top. Just need to have a shot on target and we score. Lumley's awful. Hope Spora and Connolly won't concede a small one over House. What about signing Matt Greaves? Think he's a little bit. How old is Matt Greaves? Greaves is 21. Matt Greaves is 47 and has been retired since he played for Hull United when he signed for them on the 30th of January 2015. I think he's been a bit retired. So I'm not sure how well he'd fit in with that. Max Madison, no. Ashley, mate. That is such a terrible take. I don't even know where to begin. I think that's unfair. Fair enough. Lucas agrees with me that take from Ashley was terrible. Oh, thank God. Well, hey, that's what they all say, Ashley. That's what they all say. Covering your back now. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Right, current form then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for us. 3 defeats, a win and a draw for us. Yeah, Shotter's won 1, 2, 3 of his 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 games in charge. The Borough 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A 0-0 draw against Millwall. In fact, no, we're not going to count the Chelsea FA Cup one because it's not a championship team, so we'll go all the way to Sheffield United. A 4-1 defeat against Sheffield United. 0-0 draw against Millwall. A 2-1 win against Birmingham. Then, of course, they had the FA Cup tie where they lost to Chelsea. But they had a fantastic run. Did Middlesbrough. Wow. 4-0 win over Peterborough and a 1-0 defeat on Wednesday to Fulham. Middlesbrough potentially could have won that one. So... yeah. Cancel culture's on my Oh, God, yeah, you've made a rod for your own back now, Ashley. You've made a rod for your own back now. Table, then. Obviously, Fulham are well clear. Not sure how quickly it's 11 points. And they've got 40, 41, 42, It's 12 points. There's 7 games to go, so they're not anywhere near claiming it yet, but they're getting close. Bournemouth have a nice gap to Huddersfield as well, and have got 2 games in hand. That's 6 points with 2 games in hand, and they can still close that gap a little bit on Fulham because they've got a game in hand on them. Forest are still in there. Luton are still in the race. All of these guys probably down to about Millwall. I'd say probably as low as sort of Coventry can still feasibly get in the playoffs. But I think it'll stay relatively unchanged with Huddersfield, Luton, Forest, Sheffield United. Might be a bit of change. Blackburn might be able to sneak back through. Middlesbrough might be able to sneak through the door. But QPR's form's abysmal. Millwall's form isn't great. Of course, we've got them over the Easter break. And West Brom are picking up a bit. We don't mention that first win, that first tick though on that right-hand side. Yeah. Then down for us. Right. The main worry is Barnsley. They have a game in hand on us. Barnsley have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 7 games to play, and the gap is 10, 11. Wait, so that's 10 to 39, 40. It's 12 points with 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 7 games to go. It's not done yet. It's not done yet by any means. It's not done yet. But we if we can pick up just points here and there, we're typically good on the road. So who can see? But I think the highest we'll be able to get this season is maximum 19th, 18th. I don't see us pushing any higher than that. Reading is a must-win, and Cardiff on Good Friday is a must-win as well. So and I've gone out of focus again. Great. Lucas hopes Borough don't get playoffs. Fair enough. Around the grounds then. I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten to get this up, so we'll do that now. So it only takes a second, and because my camera's out of focus, we're gonna rattle through this rather quickly. So around the grounds then on Championship match day, 41. Oh, yawning. Oh, wow. Yeah, time for bed. Where's that comment? Yeah, definitely is time for bed. Definitely is. If we get a striker, we might get playoffs next season. We need a lot more than just a striker, Lucas. Max has just finished Tigers talk. Good stuff. Ash, God. It's just war between Ashley and Lucas at this point. But around the grounds, Championship match day 41. Sheffield United played Bournemouth in the early kickoff. Then all of these games kicking off at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Swansea Derby, Reading Cardiff. That's a big game. That is a really, really big game. Best case scenario there is a draw, I think. Preston versus QPR, Nottingham Forest versus Birmingham, Bristol Rovers, Blackburn Rovers versus Blackpool. We play Middlesbrough. Millwall Barnes, need Millwall to do us a solid there. Bristol City versus Peterborough. Need Bristol City to win that one. West Brom Stoke, Fulham Coventry, and Huddersfield Luton. Fulham Coventry is on Sunday. Huddersfield Luton is the Monday game. Do you remember I got a pic with you at Huddersfield? I was taking photos with a lot of people at Huddersfield because I went to see Marcus in the West so he could promote what he's doing for his dad on the vlog. So I got pictures with a lot of people down the West Stand side. So yeah. I do remember getting pictures with a lot of people, but if I see you, I will remember, and I will remember you, definitely. Right then, I've forgotten to change my banner. That's cool. Memorable match. This is what I was talking about with Matthew Pennington's missed kick right at the start of the stream. 2-1 win against Middlesbrough under Neil Warnock for Middlesbrough under Grant McCann for us on 2nd of July 2020. And goal for us was George Long. Right back was Matthew Pennington. 2 centre-backs, Reece Burke, Jordi Device, the captain at the time. And the left back that day was Callum 3 centre-mids, Kane, Batty and Leo da Silva Lopez, with Wilkes on the right, Scott on the left and McGuinness up top. Our bench was Ingram, Tafazoli, Stewart, Eves, Torralt, McDonald, Honeyman, Keane Lewis Potter and Martin Samuelson. Middlesbrough, that was their team that day under Neil Warnock. And then the very next time we would play Middlesbrough, we would go on to beat them 2-0 at our place again. Neil Warnock just couldn't stand the sight of us. That's why he's gone. This was the debut of the 3-back system for us under Grant McCann. It was Matt Ingram in goal. Back 3 was Deshaun Bernard, Alfie Jones, Jacob Greaves, with Josh Emmanuel at right wing back, Keane Lewis Potter left wing back, 3 centre-mids, Cannon, Smallwood and George Monker. And 2 up top were Tyler Smith and Tom Eves. The bench was Baxter, Wilkes, Doherty, Longman, McLaughlin, Matt Smith and Josh Hines. Neil Warnock again losing to us. Oh, well. Max said stand with Smallwood. He compared me to Russia. God. Tell me ma what be on for tea. I'm going to Turkey with a June. It doesn't quite work because it's Illagella, not Illagilly. Stand with Smallwood sounds like stand with Ukraine. God. It's just text me on Instagram. Well, I've not got anything through on Instagram yet. Have you messaged this account? Because I've not got anything yet. So, oh God, I've just dropped the phone. So yeah, you've not quite messaged me yet, mate. Unless it's just not come through on my end. Oh, a few days ago. Let me find the message. Before. Yeah. I know, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I found the message. How you doing, Leo? All right. Right then, where did we get to? Record. That's where we got to. So against Middlesbrough, then we have won 20, drawn 19, lost 30. We'll go out. In fact, our first game against Middlesbrough was a 5-0 win in the FA Cup. Take that one. But then recent times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back. 2 draws, 1 defeat, and 2 wins. Our last 2 games have been wins against Middlesbrough. But I don't think we've won away at Middlesbrough for a long, long time. So, nope, that was a draw. That's a loss. Loss. We've not won at Middlesbrough since we beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup in 2014. When was the last time we won at their place in the league? It's a loss, draw, loss. The last time we beat Middlesbrough at their ground in the league was in March 1986. I'm going to note that one down because that's going to be a useless fact I'm going to tell tomorrow. League A versus Borough. No win since March 86. Did win in FA Cup at Riverside in 2014. That's my fact of the day. Fact of the day. Right, my predicted 11 then. I'm going to get this just wrapped up nice and quickly because I'm tired. I'm sure you're all tired and I want to go to bed. So, my predicted 11 is Shotters 3-4-3 with in goal Matt Ingram, centre backs Greaves, Jones and McLaughlin, right wing back Ryan Longman, left wing back Brandon Fleming, three centre mids of Smallwood and Slater, right wing Honeyman, left wing Lewis Potter, striker Aliyah. Syed Manesh will get his first start. On the bench, Nathan Baxter, Callum Elder, Greg Doherty, Tyler Smith, Tom Huddleston, Sean Bernard, and Marcus Force. Moving on then to what is my wanted 11 before we get into predicted score. In goal, I'd go for Baxter. Centre backs, Greaves, McLaughlin, and Bernard. Right wing back, Longman. Left wing back, Fleming. Centre mid, Smallwood, Honeyman, Slater. And the two strikers, I'd go for Keane Lewis Potter and Alias Syed Manesh in the absence of Tom Eves. The bench, Matt Ingram, Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, Malik Wilk, Greg Doherty, Tom Huddleston, and Marcus Force. Yeah. My score would be 0-0. 0-0. Okay. You told me to ignore all. My predicted score then. Middlesbrough are really good at home. We're quite good away. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. And the scorer for us, in case you're wondering who that's going to be, Aliyah Syed Manesh. You heard it here first. 1-1 draw. Aliyah Syed Manesh to score. Thank you for watching. I know it's been shorter tonight, but yeah, I'm tired. So, yeah. Right, I'll see you later, everyone. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow for the Matchday vlog. Goodbye.